Howdy, happy Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday, Thursday talks is today, and look what's behind me, my pantry. I thought I would give you guys a tour today. I actually have a little bit of food in it, so I can show you, but majority of it is pantry type items that are useful for making raw things, but aren't necessarily like, veggies and produce. It's more of the seeds and the nuts kind of thing. So I thought I would show you if you're interested to see what goes in my pantry, and don't think that this is all what you need to have, but just this is stuff that I have, and some of it I haven't really even used yet. Just kind of, I collect things for recipes and then forget what the recipe was so it doesn't get made. So I'm going to show you real quick. But first, it is also Thankful Thursday, and I want to say that I am thankful for completing my raw workshop today. My first one. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, and did it. It's done. I did it, and it was a success. And I've asked for some feedback, so I've already gotten a few, tips from people and good, suggestions on what to do. I've already got somebody wanting to have her own workshop. If I would be on the travel on the road with it, so I'm like, how cool is that, right? So I'm grateful that I pushed through and did it. Been really stressing out about it, and I'm a little tired from it. So hey Ellen. So I'm a little low on energy from that, because it really took, I think, a lot of brain power on my part to put it together and figure out what I was doing. And now that it's done, it just feels like, oh my gosh, that was so simple. Why did you take so much time thinking about what to make and how to set it up and put it together and what you wanted to show people and what you wanted to tell them? And there's so much information. I'm like, I've got a series of workshops in me that I could just totally be doing. It'd be kind of fun. And at some point when there were a few videos that were done, I'll try and get copies of, I can share, but I think they'll be really neat. I'll get better at how to do videos on them too, how to film it while I'm doing a live workshop. It'd be really exciting. So it was good. We did flax crackers. I just shared with them. We didn't have time to make them, and we did tacos. So we did these walnut meat tacos that were really good. 2 different varieties of them. I showed how to make almond milk, which is really good. And we made a really cool smoothie. We just talked about a lot of different things. So it was fantastic. Hi Michelle, how are you? So what are you guys grateful for? I also have a friend in town who gets to be a guest in our room. Like, when people come to Vegas, they all want to stay on the Strip. So she's staying here at our house, and we've got all these. This is the first event we did today, was my workshop, and then we have one we're leaving for in the next hour. We're going to another little Simply Social, and a new chapter launching for the ladies mastermind group I'm in, and kind of cool. So you guys want to start one of these chapters in your area, you're totally able to. The founder of Chicks Connect is in this group, Jules Muller. I'm not sure which way she is on our Facebook, but she will totally get you connected. It's available for you to be a leader of a chapter anywhere in the world, so it'd be kind of cool. She's looking for an excuse to travel too, and she lives in her RV, and she's traveling everywhere, so she wants to get across the pond too, so there you go. So I'm grateful to be able to have time with her and to be able to host her here, and that my house is in decent enough shape after my whirlwind cleaning, that I got plenty of workout. I got my wellness exercise in yesterday. No, that was yesterday. The day before, doing the yard. Oh my gosh, I got so much work in. Now my arm is sore holding the phone again, so here we go. So that's my gratitude. Share yours, please, too. Tell me what you're grateful for today. And here's my pantry. So let's see if I can... Maybe I'll do it this way. And every time I flip the camera, the viewing of the camera out to in, it always delays on the sound. So we'll start over here. Let's see, so down over here, this is my dog section. So that's their dog food, just random storage stuff for them. They get some, this is the meat we have in the house. They get some of these sardines and a few treats, and their snoods and their bowls and stuff. And then we get into the good stuff. This is all my nuts, or some of my seeds right here. So I've got some little crackers I made from cheese, kind of like Parmesan cheese crisp. These are raw sunflower seeds. I've got nutritional yeast behind it. Some dried red peppers, hot peppers. I don't really use them much, but hazelnuts. These are so good in a salad with Brussels sprouts grated up. And these, they say toast them, but you don't even need to toast them. These are so good all on their own. And I got, of course, my cashews and my almonds. These are my staples for the almond milk. I've got, pine nuts are fabulous back there too. I even got some wheat berries. I got some goji berries, walnuts, pumpkin seeds. And then on this shelf here, these are cool. I keep forgetting I have them. Now they're backwards. Coconut wraps. These are so cool. They're just like super thin things to make burrito wraps out of. And they really work. And they're not too coconutty because I'm not a fan of like plain old coconut. But these are turmeric. And then I've got another one, just regular raw. And then these I won't get these again. If you see these are at Whole Foods too. They're raw, but these were not good. Got some things to clean out. Tried these tempura crackers, tempura chips. They're raw. They kind of taste like my, the sweet potato chips I was trying to make. These taste like that. They didn't taste good when I made them, and these taste the same way. They're not good, so it may not just be me. And then I got these. They look mostly raw from the store when I was just trying to find some snacks to take and stuff, but they're not really any good either, so I'm going to get rid of those. I've got my raw almond butter, which is fantastic on your crackers. Dates, amazing sweetener. Oh yeah, this is for my non-raw nights when I have my organic popcorn with good toppings on it, though. I've got my honey. This is my Parmesan cheese, raw Parmesan cheese, if you want the recipe for that. I've got some mung bean seeds for sprouting, actually. And I've got my carob powder, my chia seeds, mesquite powder. I haven't used this yet, but this is activated charcoal powder. It's supposed to be really good for some stuff. Irish moss. This is good for like you want to make things that need like a what's the word? It gives texture to your desserts. Like it's good for ice cream. It's good for things that need filler. But I haven't used it. It's a thickener and emulsifier. There you go. It doesn't need any boiling. Maybe used to fluff up or form liquid shakes, parfaits, mousse, and ice cream. I've been dying to try this, but I've had this forever. It's technically expired. I've had it for so long. But the stuff I put in the fridge and soaked it, it looked like it was fine, you know, so. I've got Brazil nut flour. And I've got this Celtic salt, too. Got a bunch of these bags. And then all my recipe books are up here. I've cleaned these out, so these are mostly raw. And or just some healthy random recipes in there that I like, so keep those up there. This is all my old stuff, the ones I can't get rid of that are cooked stuff but that have memories attached to them that are really important, so I've saved those there. And then I've got some of my flax seeds over here. I've got some reishi mushroom extract. You've got raw organic cacao butter, black sesame seed. I love these in salads, especially when they give the pop of color. And then, of course, the white sesame seeds. I've got chickpea flour powder. Just ground up chickpeas. Works good and stuff. Hey, guys. Chia seeds. Chia seeds are good for making puddings, right? Really good stuff. Then I got some random things I bought for other people to eat that have sugar in them. Party favors came. Baking powder. Here's all my teas. Hey, guys. Knock it off, Larkin. Here's all my teas over here, different varieties of teas and things to put it in. And this is my chamomile tea from the local farm here, which is so cool. All my Ziploc storage, my extra containers, some herbs, lemon balm, rosemary, stuff like that. I've got, knock it off. And then, what do I got over here? Okay, I'm gonna turn it around because I'm having a hard time with my arm here. Man. Oh, you're grateful for sunshine today after tons of rain, huh? Oh yeah, I bet you it is difficult when they're stuck indoors, kids are, right? Goodness. And then I've got, these are my sugars, some sugars. I'm not a fan of the stevia, so just because I have it, don't think I'm recommending it. I think it tastes terrible, but some people like it. I don't really use that one either, but I just have it. I tried it. It wasn't necessarily good. This I'm going to use to make some beauty product out of. It needed xylitol, but it's also supposedly an interesting sweetener. So this I got a while ago. It's for making dog treats to give them some flour, but an incredible antioxidant-based good grain kind of flour. Of course, my coconut oil. This is a pea protein that I haven't been eating because I'm not really using protein powders, but they have some raw ones out there too that you can get, would be kind of good. I got tons of extra sushi nori sheets. These are neat because you guys, these are raw. Majority of stuff you see everywhere that are these nori sheets have been roasted, and they are a different color. You're gonna see them a little bit more green. Like, you see the color of these? These are not green at all. These are what you want, and I've only ever found them online at this place, and they had a good price on them. Apparently there was an issue with the crop, and so prices are going to be going up. So they were kind of blowing out what they had, and supposedly this year there's not supposed to be a lot of them around. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, so I stocked up on a few because they were a great price. And I want to have a sushi party, a raw sushi party. I got some other dulse. Oh, these are some chips I made, some kale chips I made like a while ago. They weren't very good. And this is from the Japanese market. Fish, it's fish. And I know it's not raw, but it's got such a yummy flavor. I was trying to see the bonita, cooked, dried, shaved bonita. I want to find out if there's a raw version of this anywhere, or, you know, lightly dehydrated. Be kind of cool. Corn from the farm. I don't know what to do with these corn kernels yet. They talk about like rehydrating them, putting them in soups or something, but I haven't like figured that out yet, but I'm excited to have them. Some more raw dulse flakes. These are and see, these are raw. See, these are flakes and they're raw. These are great just for putting kick and flavor and some salt and some good amazing nutrients and minerals into your salads and different dishes. Your raw apple cider vinegar. Here's a tip for you guys. Make sure, if it doesn't say raw, that your apple cider vinegar says unfiltered and unpasteurized and has the mother included. That is the good stuff for sure. And these are my flax crackers. Oh my gosh. Have you tried these, Jennifer? Hey, hello. Have you tried these? Has Kerwin given you any of these to sample? These are amazing. The workshop I did at the house today, I showed everybody the recipe for these and how to make them. They were all in love. And that's just how you store them. You don't ever cover them up. Then I got some cacao powder back here, and these are my sun-dried tomatoes. These are super cool because you don't want to get the ones packed in oil. So these are raw by default of being sun-dried. They are still raw, and they get really nice and soft after you soak them in water for a little bit. And then I got anything else I mixed over here? Not really. Some random blueberries, dehydrated blueberries. I did these myself in the dehydrator. I can't find, if you guys have a website, I've never found yet a source of sun-dried blueberries without added sugar. I mean, it could be apple juice maybe, but I mean, everything I find has been sweetened and it's got sulfur in it and is not sun-dried, so. These, oh, I want to knock something off. These are super cool. This is from Belize. A friend brought this back for me. They've got a great source for cacao beans there. So I got fresh cacao powder from Belize, and then these nibs. These are the coolest thing. They're chocolate chips without sweetener, basically, is what they are. And so you would sweeten with dates or maple syrup or something, then add these in for the crunch and the texture and the yummy chocolateness. So good. And then we're back to my nuts there. And then on this shelf is where I put all my produce. These are things I'm throwing away. These are leftovers that aren't any good. I'm going to give these to the dogs because they're just raw crackers that I bought and didn't like. So they're going to get those. My kombucha? Kombucha. No, not kombucha. I'm saying it wrong, but it's something like that. Squash is there. I've got all my lemons. They stay here until they... Unless they're not eating them fast enough, then they go in the fridge. Grapefruit, oranges from the farm, the last two for the season. Pears from Costco. This is a mixture of apples from Sprouts and Trader Joe's. Costco got a case of apples, more Costco produce there. This is the random contraband stuff that I'm not really eating. No, the raisins are good. The sugar is for the Hummers. And then I got some beans I could do something with and soak them and all, but I don't really know how to use them yet. And then I've got other organic sugar to make facial scrub, body scrub and stuff. And then I've got like flowers that I don't use, and applesauce and rice back there. This is kind of like my leftover pile of things I don't eat anymore that's ever dwindling. And then I got a mandolin there. Not much down here. Tomatoes, potatoes, onions, garlic. Oh, check these out. Sweet potatoes. These are the bomb. Okay. Oh, hey Christine. Yeah, this is my stock pile here. It's kind of like my flax crackers. I don't run out of sweet potatoes. It's period. They're just like permanently in the house now. It is so easy. And then I've got storeroom for Larkin here too. And that bag of onions, I swear we got that, I don't know, like a couple months ago, and the onions are still good, but it was $10 for, I got it at the business Costco. I don't know how many pounds it is. 25 pounds? 25 pounds of onions. It's crazy. And then over here I just keep random stuff. A bread maker I didn't want to get rid of because I used to make bread for the dogs, and I keep thinking I might want to do that for them, but they're eating raw, so more lemon balm I'm trying out. Crock pot in case I want to transport something, but I don't really cook in it. I need to find out what the low temperature is, like what warm is. I'm curious about that. So, and then of course salad spinner and random supplements and stuff that I don't really take anymore, and all my storage jars. Save everything. If you're gonna be making your own dressings and stuff, I save all of my jars of things I bought before. Like this was marinara that I couldn't have anymore because it, what has it got in it? It's got, oh, because it wasn't raw from what I was doing, but actually look at the ingredients. Tomatoes, onions, olive oil, salt, garlic, basil, spices, calcium chloride. Okay, so no added sugar, which is huge. No tomato puree, no concentrate, no randomness of, it's just whole ingredients. Because like a lot of things will even show like tomato puree. It's like, well, how are they making the tomato puree? I mean, they're totally processing it. So this is really kind of a nice jar. I was surprised to find this one. And I don't think it was ever organic, but I loved that there were no preservatives in it. No water, no paste. Yeah. So this one made the cut for me, you know. So they're not. Yeah. This pantry was a huge selling point in this house when we got it. I've always wanted a walk-in pantry, and I need to like reorganize it because we're not even taking advantage of all the space properly, you know. But a friend of mine is supposed to help me redesign it and make it look pretty and get it all set up, but you know, she hasn't been able to make it out here yet. And we're saving, my husband just needed to buy this popcorn so that he could save the container so that we could use it for whatever. We're saving the kombucha jars, glasses, whatever, bottles, for when we make our own kombucha, so we'll have something to put them in. So we've got a bunch more of those on this top shelf too, some random alcohol left over, and this is the kava, ground kava. This is liquid meditation. It's not alcohol. Like, what does it say? It reduces frustration and tension, promotes smooth relaxation, and it's the root of happiness. It is actually a root too. But you add, I don't know, you'd have to ask Kim how much you put in your water. Let's see what it says here. I'm reading it through the phone versus just looking at the package. How funny. Strainer, bowl of water, enjoy it in a coconut shell cup. Huh, well, he hasn't been enjoying it that way. But he does like kava. It's interesting product, and it actually tastes pretty good. I haven't had a glass of it, but I've sampled it, and it's kind of nice. So there you have it. There's my pantry. And my coolers are over there. These are my veggie bags for my weekly delivery I've been saving to return to them, and you know, plastic bags. That's it. But anyway, this is all the fun stuff. So if I said anything quickly as I'm going through it that you wonder what on earth it is or how you use it or you want to know more about it, I could streamline a lot, Christine. It doesn't have to take up this much space, but it's kind of like because I have it. And most of the time, this is not this stocked because, yeah, it's just not. I haven't been shopping a lot lately, but I was doing this workshop, and so I wanted to make sure I had things on hand, and I've got someone staying in the house. I want to make sure she's got options of ready to go grab things, you know, kind of stuff. But I probably need to go through some of this a little bit more. So maybe I'll give you like an after. I'll go through and clean this up. see what I come up with, because there's some things in here I still probably want to get rid of too, but you know, hey, it is what it is. Got little random stuff back here. Oh, cherries, cayenne powder. I do order a lot of this stuff online, like all of these bagged things here. This is all from the rawfoodworld.com, and I would imagine they ship around the world. They're based in Ecuador. Well, no. The owners live in Ecuador, but it's based in Ojai, California. But I know that they do ship international. I get all this stuff from them there, which is really cool. They've got a lot of stuff. Good prices. They have monthly sales. I get that stuff, you know, from them. So there you have it. And then I make those things. So, so what have you guys been doing this week? What are you guys up to? What challenge are you doing this week? Oh, got another dog to step over. My challenge last week I shared with you about was to do play with my dogs more, and I'm still waiting on their dog toys to make it in. Their balls. I ordered 3 balls for them. They're still not here. Amazon Prime is really not all it's cracked up to be. I paid for it on accident, and now it's still not even that cool. So, but I've been playing with them in the yard just as I'm out and about doing my yard work. And Larkin did have his dog show this past weekend, so he got a lot of extra attention, walks, and I got exercise with him that way too, which was really cool. So I'm working on it. I need to get a little bit better at it this next week, so I'm going to give that some focus with these balls. Nicholas has been not feeling real well, so he had an emergency kind of trip to the vet this week, so that's kind of thrown me off a bit. And then I've got all these events going on. And this is my handy new little tool because Larkin's decided he wants to growl at Ian over everything. And he doesn't respond to corrections and getting yelled at and thrown in his crate. He goes in his crate on his own right now. When I yell at him, he goes and runs in his crate. He's like, okay, Mom. And then he sits in his crate and he growls. Punk. He's only 20 months old, so. But this he does not like. It's just water. So I'm trying to carry this around and see if I can help him learn better behavior. He's even gotten locked in the pantry a few times because I was in the kitchen and I needed him out of the way real fast and he was growling. So he's starting to like go hang out there now. See? I sprayed him and so then he ran over here and like, okay, I'm sad. But sorry, that's what I'm working on still this week is playing with the dogs. So I'm going to be focused on that, getting them some more energy and keeping an eye on Nicholas because his tummy, he went in for an x-ray because I was worried he was either going to have bloat again or he had an obstruction because of how much pain he was in and the way his stomach was just rolling and all. I just felt so bad for him. I was worried. Nothing on the x-rays. Blood work came back fine. So $407 later, I took him home and fever's down and he's doing okay, but he's just moving a little slow and not real hungry right now. And I keep putting essential oils on his belly to help him with digestion. He's getting some probiotics too. I got to look at the dosage for probiotics for dogs. I know they need them too, but I may start him. Have you guys ever used colloidal silver? I got him some of that. It's a natural antibiotic, and I haven't used it yet because his blood work was fine and they didn't find any infection or any, like bacterial kind of stuff in there. So I didn't want to do that because that still wipes out your healthy system too because it still is an antibiotic even though it's a natural one. So have you guys used it before? Because I'm thinking about giving it to him because he's still kind of moving slow and I feel bad for him. He's not acting like he's in pain, but not a ton of appetite. I had to hand feed him his breakfast and his raw meat, and I've never had to do that yet in as long as I've been feeding them raw. So I'm keeping an eye on him. So that's kind of delaying my activity with them. But what are you guys doing? What's your challenge? What are you guys working on this week? You like colloidal silver? What do you do with it? How do you use it? What do you use it for? Because I hear it's good for everything, and I know that I can use this one for me too, but I'm not really familiar with it yet. I want to get better at it because I think it'd be really cool. I am proud of myself. I am super grateful. This is another grateful thing that I didn't get Nicholas. He didn't get any antibiotics while he was at the vet. She wanted to put him on by default just to put him on because it would help with his diarrhea that he didn't have yet, but she thought for sure it was coming, and in case he had an infection that was coming and it wasn't evident yet, they were kind of going to cut it off at the pass. And I was like, but you're wiping out everything good. He needs to have even the bad stuff in there because the good is there too, and it's going to fight it off and fix himself. I'm like, you're wiping out his system if you do that. We don't even know what it is. And she was like, I can't in good conscience not do it. I'm like, these traditional vets. I need to get away from them. I was so mad. I was so upset at having to take him in like that. So I need to get into a holistic vet here locally and just pay the price, get all my dogs set up as customers there so they can have that time there, you know. So you spray it up your throat, nose, wherever, huh? Any sort of infection. Okay. I like that. And have you read anything about the probiotic side of it? Like I was reading that you need to replace, you need to like take a pre and probiotic after using colloidal silver. And I know you said you were already on probiotic before, but that was the first time I've heard about that, to actually use a pre and a pro after taking it, but not at the same time because they would counteract each other. But does it have any other benefits aside from antibiotic side? Like if you spray it up your nose, do you need to worry about that? Like, I don't know. I think. Okay, but we need to do some more research on that then, I think. I really want to take advantage of it and keep my guys healthy, but it's a scary thing taking care of your animals, you know, and you need to have somebody on your side, right? Because I can't imagine having kids and just having to listen to what the doctors tell you, and traditional doctors they just know what they know, and that's all that they promote, and it's like you're killing your kids if you don't listen to them. But there's so much more information out there. It's just you have to take ownership and go for it, you know. And so that's what I'm doing with my dogs. And at least it was only $407, and it wasn't the $800 that she estimated, and it wasn't holding him over all night like they wanted and having another vet look at him in the morning and stuff. And so they still didn't know what the problem was, why he had a fever, why he had been in pain, and we're thinking it was salmonella, you know, from the raw meat that he ate. And I'm like anything's possible, right? Because anybody could get salmonella, but more dogs get salmonella from kibble than ever get it from raw meat. Do you know that? It's crazy. So they all ate the same food anyway, so can't imagine it would have just been Nicholas that got it. So you'd have to use an awful lot to need to do that, like an awful lot to need to supplement with probiotics, because that could be good then, because that's probably why I've been hesitating to give it to him, because I didn't know yet how much probiotics I needed to give him to then repopulate his intestinal and his gut flora, and over what period of time and how long between giving it to him and not. So, you know, okay, so if I don't need to worry about that, great. That's cool. Thank you, because then I'll just give him some today and see how he does, because he didn't want his bone this morning at all. And then a few hours later, I hand fed him just some other stuff. It's like he didn't want to do the work, you know, and he just barely wanted to eat, and he went away twice, but he came back, and he's just acting very sweet. But he's just, you can tell he's like, Mama, I'm just not feeling so well. So I'll try some colloidal silver, see how he does. So there you have it. Sorry I'm rambling. I will let you guys go. We're off. My guest and I, Julie, are off to our Chicks Connect event, and there's a final look at my pantry. It looks kind of cool from here, doesn't it, right? It looks a little messy up close, but this is kind of neat. I want to make it fun, and I want to put some stuff on the walls, like some stickers and things on the wall with a cool design. But there you have it. That's what it looks like. And no, I don't need it all that's in there, but a lot of it I've just kind of collected and had, and I'm curious about learning more about different things I can make, so that'll be kind of neat. And I'll keep you posted on my raw workshops, you know, and the things I'm learning from that. So if you have any questions, let me know. Tell me what your challenge is, and let's have a great week. And I don't know, let's do a chat next week. Who wants to come on live and do a chat with me? I want to do like a real face-to-face chat, and we can talk about whatever is going on. Random topics, things that we've learned, how it's going for us. I don't know, food item that we want to talk about, anything. But let's have an actual conversation. Bring somebody on live. You've never come on live with me, Christine. And it's been a while too, Alan, if you're still there. We haven't had like a chat in a while. So raise your hand, comment, you know, raise your hand or something if you want to be on live with me next week, so I'll know and we can like figure out what we're going to talk about, have a cool chat. So So here's a random tour of my house. So my arm is tired. I'm putting my elbow down to support it. And I will let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Oh, I got my veggie bag. I totally got my veggie bag, and it's really exciting. Look at what came in here. This is an herbal salve. I never say that very well. Olive oil, coconut oil, beeswax, calendula, lavender, chamomile, plantain, and comfrey in here, and a little salve for wounds and healing and bites and all that kind of stuff. So cool from the farm. It's really neat. And I have so many greens. I'm gonna be eating salads like all week long, all day. It's crazy. So much good stuff. So you might be able to, Christine. Ooh, how cool. All right, we'll keep in touch on that then. So have a great day, you guys, and it was good chatting with you. Thanks for watching. Bye.